I'm going to now show you how to do a fancy cover sheet. What we're going to do is we're going to use our fund history. All right, if you recall, we had done a line chart with all of this data. I'm going to do a line chart. I'm going to make it a 3D line chart, but I'm only going to make it for my century. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight just my data, so and the dates. And I'm going to insert a line chart. And this time I'm going to make it a 3D line chart. All right, so let's go ahead and move it first. And I'm going to show you how you can make this look really fancy and make it a cover sheet. So we don't want it to be in the summary report the way we moved all the other charts. We want it to be in a brand new sheet. So click on Move Chart. This is the only way, once again, you should be moving charts. And this time type in cover sheet for the title under New Sheet and say OK. All right, so you see how it stuck it over here? We really want to slide it over. So if you just click and drag, you can bring it to be before your summary report. Okay, so again, this is just a cover sheet. We just want it to look a little fancier. We don't need the new century legend. Okay, so earlier I showed you how you can click on legend and say none. I'm just going to show you, once again, you can just say delete. Does not matter. Same thing with this. We don't want these titles. We can delete them as well. We can even delete this. Do a right click on this, delete this. All right, so all I did was I did a right click on everything just to get rid of it. All right, so we want to make this 3D chart really, really pop. The book gives you actual values, but I just want you to learn how to kind of play with the 3D chart and make it look the way you do. So you see if I rotate the x-axis, how it's turning it a little bit. Same with the y. All right, so I kind of like the way this looks. And I'm going to show you the depth perception. Now I know for a fact anything below 1,000 is going to be really small. So I'm going to just show you 1,500 depth. All right, so that's percent of the base. So we're just creating a cover sheet. Not sure if I'm loving this. Let's do it this way. I just turned my x-axis a little bit, lifted it up. Okay. This you can even take it higher, I think. Make the depth a little greater. Let's try 2,000. Let's see what that does. Oops, I typed 1,200. So 2, 0. I like that better. So I'm going to go ahead and say close just to show that to you. All right. So now if you wanted to add some color, you can actually color up these walls a little bit. You can even get rid of these grid lines. If you want to get rid of the grid lines, you see the grid lines here? You can get rid of all of them. You can just say none to the grid lines. And then you can color up the wall. All right, so you see the chart wall here. More wall options. You can say a solid color. I don't want it to be a blue. I want it to be kind of like, I'm liking this. It's a little dark though. Make it a little lighter. All right, so I like that. You can select the floor just by clicking on it, and it automatically goes to Format Floor. Okay, you can even make that a gradient fill. I was having a problem before with the colors of that. Let's see if I can get it to work. Yeah, I'm still having a bit of a problem here. I'm not sure what's the best way to get it to work, but it still looks pretty cool. I actually like that as well, because it's kind of a combination of the blue and that brown taupey color. If you wanted to make this larger font, just make it a little bigger. You can change the color of it. Oops, not the red. I would go with the blue. Again, we're just creating a chart title, making it look pretty cool. And that's it. That's just creating a 3D line graph or line chart, and basically it's just kind of floating around. It's a cover sheet. It looks really cool, but it really is truly your data as well. And that's the cover sheet.